Cherri, you are wrapping up your almost 1 year stint here as a council member, stepping in for Valerie Irvin when she stepped down. Has it been what you thought it was going to be?
It's been great. It's been sort of all that and more.
Tell me why. What's been so great about it?
You know, there have been a lot of surprises. Maybe the biggest surprise is just to have people call me council member.
Good morning. My name is Cherri Branson. I represent Council District 5.
That's huge.
Talk a little bit about what made you decide to actually take this position for the year-long stint that you were offered. What was it about being a council member that attracted you?
Well, you know, I've been in politics pretty much all my career, you know. And really, at the time, what I wanted most was to do something other than what I was doing. I didn't, the gridlock and the dysfunction on Capitol Hill was really kind of taking a toll on me. For years, being able to really get nothing done, it just wasn't who I was, and it wasn't what I wanted to be a part of anymore. And I really saw being here as a way to be a part of getting something done, moving things forward, and right in my own community, right in my own neighborhood.
What types of things have you enjoyed working on the most while you've been here?
Well, you know, White Oak has meant the world to me, you know, because I really was very happy to be a part of moving forward the discussion in White Oak. Will be important for years to come.
The schools get what they need.
Really enjoyed my time on the Education Committee. Had no idea that the council was so involved in education and yet not so involved in education, and learning where the lines are between the council's responsibilities, the board's responsibilities, the school systems, you know, headquarters responsibilities has really been quite eye-opening.
I voted for this budget.
You tackled a budget while you were here at the County Council, and that is one big chunk of money. How did you handle that walking into this position?
I think what really amazed me is that I'd never thought about how much money this county actually has. I never thought about how big the budget was. We have states that don't run on this kind of money, you know. I mean, and so being a part of that was really quite surprising.
I watched you from the time you arrived here. You were very quiet. You sat on the dais and observed and listened, but eventually you found your voice, and you are a small, petite woman, but you are a dynamo. And when you found your voice, you were not afraid to tell people what you thought.
And if we don't speak for the people, then we are nothing.
When did you find your footing and get comfortable that way?
Well, probably after about a couple weeks, but I learned by listening. And so I really had to feel like I got it, you know, before I started talking.
There has to be some candor about where the potholes are in the road and what is actually being done to fill the potholes.
You know, nobody wants a dumb politician.
So no regrets that you're not able to actually have run for this position. Do you wish you could have run for it when it's all said and done?
I made a promise, you know, and the promise was to be a placeholder. And I really believe what's wrong with politics and what's wrong with how people view politics is that they don't believe the promises. So I want people to know that if I make you a promise, I'm going to keep it.
So what will you do with your time when you're done? After the beginning of December, when you no longer have to be here on Tuesdays for a council session, what's next?
I'll probably look for a job.
During your time here, what would you say was your proudest moment?
Maybe the proudest moment took the 10 Mile Creek vote, because that really didn't have anything to do with my district. Everybody wasn't happy that in democracy, everybody doesn't win. You don't get your way all the time. You know, what you do have to get to is something where everybody doesn't feel as if they lost.
So have we seen the last of Cherri Branson here at the Montgomery County Council, or might we see you in the future perhaps on this side of the dais testifying in front of the council?
Well, you never know, right? I mean, this is a place that I feel comfortable in. It's a place that I would like to return to in some capacity. I don't think, I've spent my life in politics. Nobody's seen the last of me.